Hey there, Parker Reed here, and welcome to PR Media, your home for everything movies and music through my eyes. And today we have a review of the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray edition of Annihilation. Lena, a biologist and former soldier, joins a mission to uncover what happened to her husband inside Area X, a sinister and mysterious phenomenon that is expanding across the American coastline. Once inside, the expedition discovers a world of mutated landscapes and creatures, as dangerous as it is beautiful, that threatens both their lives and their sanity. Annihilation is one of the most underrated sci-fi films to come out in recent years. It didn't get that big of a theatrical release as it only came out in Canada and the US and it got dumped on Netflix everywhere else in the world, and not a lot of people saw it in America either, so this movie is really underappreciated. It's by Alex Garland, the same guy who did Ex Machina, and this film is a masterclass in filmmaking. It's tense, it's atmospheric, there's beautiful music, and I enjoyed the performances by Oscar Isaac and Natalie Portman immensely. I couldn't recommend the film enough. It's just a great visual sci-fi film, but is the 4K transfer any good? Let's find out. So if you decide to pick up Annihilation on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, there are a few different versions to pick from. Back when it came out initially, you could only buy the 4K at Best Buy in the United States, but that's since not the case. And then I bought this 4K Steelbook from Zave US, which is an international dealer. So let's go through both versions to see what you'll get if you decide to pick up either one of them. On the front of the standard edition slipcover, you have a shot of the cast here with the Annihilation logo. On the back, you have some information about the film, its technical specs, as well as what special features are offered. When you take out the slipcover, the case itself looks exactly the same, and here is the Blu-ray disc and the 4K disc. Next up, we have that Zave exclusive 4K steelbook, and it features this beautiful poster shot on the front cover of the steelbook. On the back, it has the shimmer. Here's what the spine looks like. Here is all of that artwork together, and here is another shot of the shimmer as part of that inside artwork. For visuals on Annihilation, we have native 4K, and this is widescreen, so you will have black bars at the top and the bottom. And I think the star of the show here is the HDR, because there's a lot of deep and inky blacks throughout this film. There's a lot of scenes at night, and if you didn't have great HDR, you'd have a hard time making out a lot of things that are happening on screen, but the HDR here is really strong, and the cinematography throughout this film is breathtaking as well. There's a lot of cool, almost psychedelic, weird sci-fi, weird color mixes. I don't know how to describe it. It's the shimmer in this movie, and it's basically the phenomenon that they're exploring the whole time. It's very visually interesting, and there's some haunting imagery, and I don't think this is the clearest picture in the world. Sure, it could use a little bit of uptick in detail, but overall the mix here as far as visuals go is very strong. And for audio on Annihilation, we have Dolby Atmos, and it's fantastic. I was happy to see Dolby Atmos come on this disc about 3 years ago when this movie came out on 4K, because it really aids the film and it really aids a lot the dialogue, especially because there's a lot of quiet voices and there's a lot of sounds in the background you might not make out if you had a normal mix here. And the music, I mean, oh my gosh, the score is phenomenal. There's a reason why I bought the soundtrack on vinyl, because it's immersing, it's delicate, and the acoustic guitar that's laden throughout it is really impressive here on this Dolby Atmos mix, and I was just thoroughly impressed with the audio track. So would I recommend Annihilation on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray? I'm going to say yes, this is a casual pickup. I don't think this movie's for everybody. It's slow, it's methodical, but the transfer here is really solid, and if you're a fan of heady sci-fi films, I think you'll really enjoy Annihilation. But if you're more of a casual, want pew 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 explosions every 2 seconds in your sci-fi, this movie's not for you. So I'm going to say this is a casual pickup, but it's one I would highly recommend on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like what you saw here, you can check us out on Facebook or Instagram, and like, comment, and subscribe if you so choose. My name is Parker Reed. You've been watching PR Media. Keep supporting physical media, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.
It's destroying everything.
It's not destroying. It's making something new.